Checking the Robolinux Plasma heads-up display for ignition systems check. Welcome to the exciting launch of X-Treme Plasma Speed with Robolinux KDE version 7.8.1, built on 100% raw Debian stable source code. A mind-numbing amount of work went into building these two totally new Robolinux operating systems. You don't even have to install a video driver to run it in full plasma mode. My name's John Martinson and I'm the founder of Robolinux. You can call me Robo. Everyone else does. Today I'm going to be your pilot in the cockpit of this newly released, extremely optimized, highly intuitive, rock-solid Robolinux KDE 64. This OS is loaded with beautiful plasma eye candy, but don't let that cool looking bling fool you. It's still the fastest KDE Linux operating system on the planet. It even runs your favorite Windows apps inside it natively too. What you are going to see in this test drive is shock and awe speed, ease of use, and unparalleled productivity. Believe me, this version of Linux really puts the fun back into computing. As you can see, I have loaded a Super Caramba plasma system monitor over here on the bottom right side of the screen. You can move it anywhere you like. If you want to, you can isolate this to one desktop, or you can just put it on all the desktops just by simply right-clicking it and going over here. KDE has unprecedented configurability. You can customize it to your heart's content. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you around our KDE main menu and the bottom taskbar. Then later, I'm going to load some apps in the virtual desktops. As you can see, the menu structure is very well organized and easy to operate. At the top of favorites, you can search for apps, and of course you can right-click any app and add it to your favorites or to the bottom panel. I'm going to add Thunderbird to the bottom taskbar right now. Go to Apps, go to Internet, scroll down to Thunderbird, right-click it, add to panel. Now you'll note it goes over to here. Click to the far right. Just move it where you want it. And you're done. You can right-click the bottom task panel and you've got your task manager settings and panel options where you can add widgets to the taskbar. Here at the top right, you can see your activities. And as a matter of fact, you can also see your activities down here in the bottom left. If you don't like your taskbar on the bottom, you can simply add a panel and put it at the top and then remove the bottom panel. That's up to you. Windows 7 is already loaded in Desktop 7. XP is in Desktop 6. I did this to save you a little time. I use the Robolinux C drive to VM support package that we invented back in April 2014 to instantly install Windows 7 and XP with all their programs and updates in just a few minutes. Then I used Stealth VM, which we also invented, to instantly convert the C drive clone to a VirtualBox compatible VM in seconds. This makes moving your Windows OS with all your apps and updates to any new PC or laptop, or even any VM, even on a Mac, a piece of cake. You can learn more about C drive to VM by going to the Favorites menu option over here. Just click there. In the first desktop, I'm going to load Thunderbird. In the second desktop, I'm going to load Firefox. In the third desktop, I'm going to load Amarok Music Player. Ooh, I've already got it loaded, so I'll just click it. And I'm going to load VLC out of Multimedia. Then in desktop 4, I'm going to load Digicam, another highly polished KDE application. And that's going to be under Graphics. Digicam. Simply awesome. Now I'm going to load LibreOffice Calc and Writer into desktop number 5. Menu, Applications, Office, Writer, Applications, Office, Calc. And just position these so you can see them. Then in desktop number 7, let's go ahead and load Word and Excel. Oh, that was blistering fast, huh? I'll tell you how we do that at the end of this video. And let's go ahead and minimize Thunderbird so we can see the main menu. I'm going to show you drivers. Go to Apps, go to the top, under Drivers. We have over 150 custom Wi-Fi printer and video drivers that are available to you to install in just one click. Need a custom built driver? No problem, we make those available to you here too. Just send an email to tech support, and then when your custom built driver is ready, you simply click here to install it. It's that easy. So here's all your drivers. Graphics. We've got an image scanner, and of course Digicam I showed you. You can convert your images here. You've got Expo blending. There's a really long list here, so I'm going to go fairly quickly. You got GIMP. Gwen views your image viewer, and Image Magic, which is very nice. There's your K snapshot screen capture program, really awesome. Lens calibrator, Office Draw, Ocular, a panorama stitcher and maker, photo layouts management program, and then Xsane image scanning program. Installers. These are our one-click installer apps here. These apps cannot be found in the software package manager, so we created custom installers just for you. That's because we listen to our users. We'll be adding more as the users ask for more. Of course, you've got your Google Earth 64, Firefox 64, could be 32 if this was a 32-bit version. This is where you get the latest and greatest stable version of Firefox. Kdenlive Video Editor, simply awesome. Plex Media Server, amazing stuff. Popcorn Time Installer, watch thousands of free movies and TV shows instantly, no kidding. Please follow the laws in your country. And then we have the Silverlight installer, so you can watch Netflix movies in Firefox or Google Chrome. An Internet Aggregator RSS feed reader. You can learn about C drive to VM by clicking here. Contact Robolinux here. Here's the latest version of Firefox. Free SpiderOak cloud account. You get 2 gigs free for life. Kmail, Knet attach. Connect to remote servers. Conqueror web browser if you like that. Some people do. Conversation IRC client, Copete instant messenger with full encryption, KRFB desktop sharing, KTorrent, a very nice BitTorrent client, private internet access. In a few seconds I'm going to show you our file manager and show you what we've done for you. Here are Robolinux news, tips, and upgrades. Here you see which version of Robolinux you're running, and you can click there and you can find out whenever there's a new update or upgrade, and news and tips and so on and so forth. And Skype, we've installed Skype into the 64-bit version of Robolinux KDE. Believe me, you don't want to even try to do that. It's difficult. Thunderbird email client, you've seen that before. The web browser by Google Chrome. And let's go ahead and load that Dolphin file manager, my absolute favorite. Why? Well, it's the most versatile. Split, you can run two file managers simultaneously. Right click, go down here to actions, you can open a terminal inside any of the file managers. So, and many more things. Highly versatile. So we'll go ahead and close that second one and go to OpenVPN. Here what we've done is preloaded the CA cert for you so that when you install the private internet access, it's a cinch. You don't even have to download their stuff. Here we have the list of their networks, so you can just pick the one you want. It'll take you less than 30 seconds to set up your private virtual network. Multimedia, got Amarok, I showed you that earlier. Audacity, record and edit your audio files. Dragon Player, that's a lightweight video player. GTK Pod, in case you want to move your music from your iPod. IsoMaster, make your own ISO images. Juke is a lightweight music player. K3B, probably the best disk burning utility in Linux. Kazam Screencaster, I'm using it right now. KMix Sound Mixer, you'll find that on the bottom right as well. And of course VLC showed you that earlier. Pulse Audio Preferences, and also Pulse Audio Volume Control. And Office, and here you'll find all your LibreOffice programs plus Ocular. We've got some nice HP LIP utilities here, and most people, well, a lot of people have HP printers, so it's helpful. And of course your K address book if you're going to run Kmail, which is a great mail program. System settings, you can get there quickly from favorites. Of course you can get to anything quickly from favorites. You could have gone to applications, up to settings, clicked on system settings. Now here you can customize your Robolinux KDE OS right here, because there's a plethora of user configurable options. Most notably we have desktop effects. We got our software management, which is simply awesome. We've got a great FAQ for that. Click on a category, do a search, one-click install, one-click uninstall. We actually have 3 package managers. You'll be seeing those as we go on through the system menu option. You know, this is just unbelievable. The KDE team have done an amazing job here. It could take me an hour to explain all of these configurations, but suffice it to say that it's all here and you will not be disappointed. Stealth VM. Here you can install and run Windows 7 or XP in just one click. It creates a Windows VM. This saves you time, folks, and it does way more than that. It makes Windows 7 or XP totally virus proof. Check it out and you'll see it works. If you're running Windows and Linux, you need Stealth VM. We invented this. It runs on all 500 Linux operating systems as well. So if you like distro hopping, no problem. This technology is simply awesome, especially the Stealth Data Sync. You cannot do that in VirtualBox or VMware. Also, one-click VM backup and restore eliminates fiddling around in VirtualBox. People, this saves you a lot of time. You can read about it on our website. You should also check out our other invention, C Drive to VM. That'll save you over 8 hours of work installing Windows 7 or XP, plus all the updates and your software. This is perfect for Windows OEM machines with no install disks. What I love about it is when I reinstall a new version of Linux, I can just run it and then put the Windows C Drive image file, which is incompatible with VirtualBox, into the new Linux distro downloads folder, and in one click, Stealth VM converts it into a compatible VDI file. and I have Windows up and running in seconds, even if I change usernames in Linux. People, this is Windows on the go, a serious time saver. For the technically challenged, this will save you from pulling out your hair and from cursing at your PC or laptop. You heard that right. You can move your copy of Windows to any machine you want to in seconds flat, even a Mac. Thousands of users have downloaded it and love it. We released it in April 2014. System. Okay, we have Apper Software Management. That's our second package manager installer. Here we have auto upgrade Robolinux 64, could be 32 if you have the 32-bit version, in just one click when there's a new version. That's pretty nice. Backup and sync tool. This particular one is for the super user. Create a root user account. You may need to do that. So one click here and you can do it. GDebi package installer. There's your third package installer. Gigolo. That's going to allow you to connect to remote servers or remote file systems as well. Gparted, absolutely the best partition editor. Now here we have the hardware information plus profiler. That's going to tell you, we have an FAQ for that, that will tell you exactly what your video card is, the make and model number, what your Wi-Fi PCI card is, make and model number, and pretty much everything about your computer. Then we have our HPLIP toolbox and K3B, which is our disk burning utility. We think it's the best one in Linux. KRAN tray, screen resize and rotate, that's pretty cool. KRFB desktop sharing. Here you can add users and manage users, KUser. K-Wallet Manager, that's additional security. Here's your Oracle VM VirtualBox, and already installed, and certainly saves you a lot of time there. Here's your printing, set up your printers, process viewer HTOP. Here we've got something that we had to put in here, repair the Debian update error. Some people don't answer yes to mirrors on the installation, and when they do that, they have to reinstall. So here, all you'd have to do is click this button, and it'll actually create the mirrors for you. And there is a problem with the mirrors being set to look for a DVD, and this fixes that, because it gives you an innocuous error. Then you have Startup Manager. That allows you to shuffle the bootloader, whichever order you want when you boot up. And then here's another package manager, Synaptic, and that's just really wonderful. Good tool to have. Then you have UNetBootin and System Monitor. UNetBootin allows you to put any Linux operating system on a USB stick. And then we've got some terminals here, and as you'll note, I've got my Windows 7 64 as a launcher inside System, so I can actually right click it and add it to the bottom taskbar. And I've got my Windows XP as well, another X-Treme terminal. Utilities. Okay, it's a pretty long list, folks. Here's your archiving tool. Here's your backup and sync tool for the regular user, which is also the sudo user. There's your Dolphin file manager. There's a couple places three places you can open that. Jovi, that does your text to speech. It's kind of fun. Kate is your advanced text editor, and your calculator. You got Clipper, your clipboard tool, very handy. For those that have a hard time reading the screen, you got Kmag. Kmouse tool, and that's pretty interesting, that one. Kmouth, another speech synthesizer front end. And Knotes. Console is your terminal. Kwrite text editor, a root terminal, which is handy when you want to have access to system files and so on. Super Caramba that I told you about in the very beginning, which created this over here, and you can download many of these widgets and you can install them very quickly. Sweeper, that's pretty neat. Sweeper is going to allow you to clear out, let's see here, this is like virtually just about everything, sort of, make your system private, gets rid of, save clipboard, contents, it just, gets rid of the history and your web browser, cookies, so on and so forth. And so that's pretty neat. Here is how you log out of your Robolinux KDE operating system. You can either go down here to the menu at the bottom, go to Leave over here, or if you like, you can click on the top right here at Desktop and do the same thing. And here's the finale, just to kind of show you how fast Robolinux KDE is. The whole point of that is to increase your productivity. You have many apps open at the same time and just jump to them very quickly. And you're wondering how we made Robolinux KDE so fast. I told you earlier I would tell you. Well, that's because it was built with raw Debian source code with no bloat. This is Robolinux's 7th and 8th operating system designed so that Windows VMs or any virtual machine can run as fast as possible. This was an enormous amount of work, folks. Here's something interesting. Did you know that if every person donates just $1 who downloads and uses any of the Robolinux GNOME, KDE, XFC, or LXDE operating systems, then the Robolinux Charity Foundation in Cambodia, run by me in Cambodia, could put 1,000 very poor children in a Christian school to really improve their lives and make a difference in this world? How awesome would that be? We cannot make this happen without your kind support. You can read about our charity foundation on our About webpage right here. Please note that we provide audited monthly reports so you can be certain that this is a 100% legitimate charity. And you would just click here and you could look at every single person who's donated, the amount they've donated, the dates. When we reach $634, we then can post the child's name, their photo, and their parent's cell phone number so you can verify that this is legitimate. And we're actually almost at the point of being able to fund another child here. So thank you for your time watching this Robolinux video, and I hope you have a great day, and may God bless you and your family.